As we learn more about the Maui wildfires, we're also learning more about the heroes who rushed into action to help their neighbors. That includes some unexpected groups that came together to help the fire department. Our Becky Worley joins me now from Maui with more on that part of the story. Hi, Becky.
That's what she has on.
Hi, Diane. Yeah, in addition to the Lahaina fires, there were at least 2 other fires 35 miles away from that horrible, tragic location, up in Kula on the mountain, Haleakala, and down in Kihei town. But heroes jumping in to prevent the flames from racing into populated areas. We're talking about ad hoc fire brigades created of construction crews, cowboys, even a canoe club.
Unprecedented winds, low humidity, and a spark. Fires cropping up in at least 3 different parts of Maui. First, upcountry. Maui Fire Department responding, but also the cowboys of Kauno'olu Ranch and Haleakala Ranch. Construction companies, friends, even a canoe club. Kohane Lu'uai fighting to save his mom's house.
We got there and it's like infernal. I mean, winds gusting to 50 to 70 miles an hour. Ambers are flying over, hit a couple of our neighbors' house, and it just exploded. And we're like, what's going on? It's like out of a movie.
Fire department crews committed, fighting a different front to the fire. So he started watering it down and called in Hawaiian Canoe Club and a bunch of friends. Residents from around the island grabbing water pumps and hoses to douse the flames, helping the helicopters overhead.
We started at the top of our street, went house to house. But there are guys from downtown. There are guys from Ulupalakua Ranch, cousins from Ulupalakua Ranch came.
How many guys?
We had about 40 guys.
What did it mean that they showed up for you like that?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty cool.
If that hadn't happened, what could have happened in Kula?
Disaster. More lives would have been lost, more property.
The community here so appreciative of the ad hoc fire brigades. Kohane and his canoe paddlers saving Miriam Louie's property.
I don't know these people, but they were angels.
At Haleakala Ranch, where scorched countryside is still being watered down to prevent flare-ups, President and CEO Scott Meidel worked quickly with the community to pull resources to stop the spread of the fire to surrounding neighborhoods.
It was a fantastic and unprecedented outpouring of community support and generosity that I think shows that we all have the capacity to dig deeper.
And Ken Miranda from Kauno'olu Ranch was fighting another front of the fire with his water truck. He and his wife Maura also taking in evacuated livestock. Many on island say these actions were instrumental in preventing an even bigger disaster.
Really, it saved Ohukai and Kihei from becoming another Lahaina.
Yeah.
While Ken fought the upcountry fires, he sent his cowboys down to join bulldozer crews from Goodfellow Brothers and other construction companies to cut over 8 miles of fire breaks and stop that blaze from going into the densely populated town of Kihei. For many residents like Nancy Garnett, she says it was the Maui Fire Department who was instrumental in saving her neighborhood.
None of them had sleep for days. They went 24 hours. They went 24 hours an hour, and more firemen came in. It was a war, so we were fighting for our lives.
But with 3 different fires threatening 3 communities, residents say our firefighters were spread too thin. But the community is united. Miley Masada, who has served 600 hot meals to fire crews and those aiding the cleanup, explains the concept.
To me, that's what my kuleana is just doing my part.
That word, kuleana, it's a cornerstone of Hawaiian culture. It means your responsibility to do your part for the group. And I have to tell you that those cowboys, I had to pull teeth to get them to tell their story. They're so humble, not boastful. But I, for one, am incredibly grateful. The tragedy that these people prevented. The fire came so close to Kihei town. That's where I grew up. That's where my parents live. So I am filled with pride and gratitude this morning, Diane, to be from this island.
I mean, it's so understandable. Becky, given your ties there, what has it been like for you to see this devastation firsthand and to share all these stories now that you're hearing about people helping each other?
I think everyone who's seen that destruction, it's just rough. Whether you're seeing it on a screen, you know, I drove above Lahaina town and it just broke my heart, and it's unthinkable. At the same time, to be face to face in my own community, talking to people, hearing them process, hearing them grieve, it's been soul-filling, while my heart is also breaking. So in a way, I'm so grateful that ABC sent me to come tell these stories. It's meant a lot to me.
And Becky, as journalists, in a way, we learn to separate ourselves from stories sometimes. You know, we have to protect ourselves. I wonder, you've been running around interviewing people, sharing their stories, lending a helping hand. Do you feel like you've had a chance to kind of sit and let it sink in for you, what this means for you, given it's home?
You know, Diane, I'm a consumer reporter. This is my first and last disaster. This is not me. I'm here because I love Maui, and I want to try and tell these stories. But sink in, no, I'm going to have to go home. I'm going to have to talk to somebody about this. I'm going to have to work on this for a while. And that's nothing compared to what the people who lived through Lahaina, who lived through Kula, have gone through. This one's going to take a while to work out.
I'm sure it will. You know, I'm tearing up right now talking to you. I've seen your eyes fill with tears telling these people's stories. You're doing an amazing job, Becky. Thank you.
Thanks, Diane.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.